Welcome to the 29th installment of Bedtime Bible Stories. I hope that your week is going well for you. If it isn't, we are here to help. Please do not hesitate to contact us. We really do care about how you are doing. So let's jump in with the joke of the week. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Why, you might ask? Because it would be a foot. Ba-dum-bum. All right, let's jump into the reading of the day. There was once a man who didn't have any friends. Do you have any friends? Well, of course you do, but not Zacchaeus. Poor Zacchaeus. Didn't have any. You're probably wondering why. Was it because he was too short? That's not the reason not to like someone, by the way. Was it because he had a name that was hard to say? That's also not a good reason not to like somebody. Even though he was short and did have a sort of funny name, that wasn't it. No, people didn't like Zacchaeus because he stole their money. Zacchaeus collected taxes. Taxes were what people had to pay to the king. But Zacchaeus took more than he was supposed to and kept the extra money for himself and made himself rich. Everyone knew what he was up to, and it made them cross and grumpy. They didn't like Zacchaeus one bit. So they made sure he knew it by doing things like avoiding him, and walking on the opposite side of the street, and pretending not to see him, and whispering things like, "There's that nobody who thinks he's somebody," loud enough that he could hear him. Anyways, one day a huge crowd gathered by the road. Jesus was coming to their own town, and everyone wanted to see him. Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus too. But everyone was too tall. He tried jumping up and down, but that didn't work. He couldn't see a thing. Luckily, Zacchaeus had a good idea. "I'll climb that sycamore tree," he said. So he did. He was surprisingly good at climbing trees for a man who was so unusually short that he had to take a flying leap just to get in his own chair in the morning. From the tree, Zacchaeus had a perfect view all the way down the road. Another minute, and suddenly Jesus was at the tree. He stopped, looked up. Zacchaeus saw Jesus, and Jesus saw Zacchaeus. "Zacchaeus," Jesus said, "I'd like to come over to your house." Zacchaeus almost fell out of the tree. Come over to his house? No one ever wanted to come anywhere near his house, let alone inside. The people saw this, and needless to say, it made them even crosser and grumpier than usual. They mumbled and murmured and muttered, "Why is Jesus being kind to that big sinner? Doesn't Jesus know about him?" Zacchaeus scrambled down and took Jesus to his house. He was in a big hurry because he didn't want Jesus to change his mind. Perhaps Jesus hadn't heard about him. Perhaps Jesus didn't know about how he had been stealing, and how no one liked him, and how he didn't have any friends. But Jesus knew. He knew all about Zacchaeus, in stealing and everything. And he still loved him. Zacchaeus was ashamed. "Lord," he said, turning pale, "what I have done is wrong. But now I want to do the right thing. I will give the money back to everyone, 4 times what I stole." And that's just what he did. Jesus smiled. "My friend," he said, "today God has rescued you." Jesus loved Zacchaeus when nobody else did. He was Zacchaeus' friend, even when no one else was, because Jesus was showing people what God's love was like. His wonderful, never stopping, never giving up, unbreakable, always and forever love. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's reading and today's joke. If you guys need anything, please let me know. But I hope you sleep soundly, for while you sleep, God watches over you each and every night. Until our next bedtime Bible story next Monday at 6 p.m. Amen. Have a great day. Bye.